So Dave, you see this one about what overhead and operating a business?
I haven't seen that, but go ahead and read it out.
Um, well, I missed it. It was just one that caught my eye. And so, yes, what we're teaching you here is it is a business, right? I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to go open a business or an LLC or whatever, but I mean, we treat it as a business. But as far as like operating or monthly overhead or to do this, that's at your own pace. I mean, we're a full-fledged development business today with staff, right? But it doesn't have to be that. We weren't that in the beginning. I mean, you could be a one-man show just following our system, our roadmap, using the technology we suggest, and you could really do this as a one-person show. You don't have to have a full-blown, staff and a bunch of expensive softwares and platform subscriptions. I mean, you can run this on a I'm trying to figure
the shoestring budget.
Yeah, shoestring budget. That's what I was looking for. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be this big operation at all. I mean, I could, if Dave ever decided he didn't like me, I mean, he could easily go out and do this by himself and have no overhead and hurt my feelings. But the reality is you don't have to have a full-blown business to go do this.
Yeah. And I think it's a beautiful thing. It's not, you look at the average startup cost for most businesses, and they get quickly into the tens and 20s and 30s of thousands of dollars. And that's not what is required for doing this profession. Being a land acquisition specialist doesn't, you might spend some money on some business cards. If you happen to use those, you'll have yourself probably a website built. You might do some mailings every once in a while, but other than that, there's no overhead. There's no, Cody and I, we run a lean machine over here, and it's not something that you have to get the office and staff it up. And I know that Cody and I have a mutual friend who does really well, makes good money, but the guy runs a business, a pretty big business of maybe 100, 200 employees. And, that's a whole nother ball game. And for what he makes, I feel like he deserves to make more for what he goes through running a company like that. It's not something that I would ever want to do. I don't think Cody would have the patience for it either. But that's one of the beautiful things about us, is that we're able to run efficiently and keep it small, but still generate some really big returns.